not the middle class, because the middle class is kind of destroyed, but California kind of gave California back to the little guy. We still have some big corporations that are sneaking in California trying to destroy it, which are Amazon, Target, Walmart, mainly Walmart and Target. I mean, mainly Walmart and Amazon. Walmart and Amazon are destroying. Walmart, Amazon, and Uber, or Lyft, those companies, we need to get rid of those and send them to Texas too. Because they do not provide livable wages. So they just exploit people. So let them exploit Texas. No, I was kidding. I'm just kidding. Billionaires, they don't make billions by being generous. They make billions by stealing from millions of people. Now, they'll steal like $20 here and there, or $10 or $20. We've all had like an Amazon account or a PayPal account, which PayPal was the biggest crook because it had buyer protection. You could sell someone something on eBay. It had to go through PayPal, and if a person was not satisfied, let's say you sold them a gold watch that was worth $150 or $1,500, and they say, oh, I don't like the color, it doesn't look like it's gold. Without any evidence, they could file a report on PayPal and get their money back and not pay you. And the seller gets screwed and gets robbed. That's how Elon Musk made most of his money, is through PayPal, being a crook. And buyer protection is the biggest scam, but you would never hear about that anywhere. Alright, so going back to not people not having homes. Even when you mortgage a house, for some reason people are finding it hard to call someplace home. Because humans are relatively difficult to live with. You're driving in the street and some jerk is cutting people off, driving recklessly, and then you got gangs, then you have militias, you have all this crap, violence, alcoholics, drug addicts, mentally ill people, and this is all over the United States. This is not just in California. Every state has homeless, every state has drug addicts, every state has gangs, every state has violence and murders and racism. We have racism here in California, which is the most liberal state. We have a lot of racism, which you would think is mainly Mexicans here. Why the fuck are there people that hate Mexicans? So you got racism and discrimination everywhere. So white people hate white people. Blacks fight with blacks. Mexicans with Mexicans. Asians, I don't know what the hell they do with each other, but I'm pretty sure they hate each other too, because they have different languages and stuff like that. So it's very hard to find somewhere where you call home and you're good with your neighbors. And yeah, Sweden looks beautiful on the camera, but how do you know what your neighbors are like? If anything, it seems like Canada is pretty nice, but there's nothing but white people there. And maybe the people are nice there because, I don't know, Canada probably has problems too that it hides. Canada is very good. Canadians are very good at hiding their racism and discrimination. Very good at it. They seem like the nicest people in the world, but they have the most secretive racism and discrimination in the world. So, I don't know where the hell home is at, but for right now, this is my home. I want to make it better, but I can't control 10 million people in my county. I don't know. I feel bad that people work their whole lives to buy a house and they don't even feel like their house is their home after 40 years of working to pay it off, if you're lucky to get a mortgage, because a lot of people just get exploited with rent, which is nothing I could do about that. People chose that. The only other option is homelessness. So it's either be homeless or pay rent. So I honestly would choose to be homeless than to pay someone rent. I wouldn't mind roughing it up, and that way I own the tent at least. And then I could buy 2 tents and then a 3rd tent, and then I'll have my own little homeless thing. So I rather, if I cannot mortgage a house where I'm gonna own it, I'm not gonna fucking pay rent. I'd rather be homeless. And I don't care what people tell me. If I get harassed by the cops or whatever, I'll shit in the fucking streets. Because the city didn't give a crap about me. Why should I give a crap about the city, right? And that's what a lot of homeless people do. They just shit right in the sidewalks. And they don't care, and they don't love the city. Because the city did them dirty. Didn't give them a chance. Didn't give them a house. Why are you going to love a city that doesn't love you back? Just like a relationship. Alright, so I'm rambling. Hopefully in the future we can find peace and find a home and make the United States or the world a home somewhere. Because I know if I move to Mexico, I won't feel like I have a home there either. If I go to Canada, definitely not feel like I'm at home there. Here in LA, I kind of feel like I have a home, but there's a lot of shit that needs to be cleaned up and fixed until I am completely happy. But hopefully Angelinos or people from LA County can come together and say, you know what, we're gonna fucking live here for 40, 50 years till we pay off our mortgages. Let's clean this shit up. Let's not fucking be affiliated with gangs and violence and drugs. I mean, drugs are okay. Like, if you drink here and there and all that shit, or you smoke here and there, there's nothing wrong with doing a little bit of, like, drugs to enjoy yourself. But if you're doing it to, when you're abusing it, and you're doing it every single day, and you're out on the street screaming and all that shit, that just don't look good. I mean, do that shit in a fucking room or something. I don't know. Do it. It's hard to unite people. But, yeah, that's all I got to say right now.